Hey guys, Tasha here with another video on minimalism and intentional living, and today I'm going to show you how to stop wasting so much money. In this video, I'm going to give you a few tips to help reduce impulse purchases and keep that money from slipping through your fingers. Alright, first off, you gotta have a budget. Obviously, the bills gotta get paid, so those should be the first things that you've set aside for when you get your paycheck. If you don't have a budget, you can't tell your money where to go. So you really can't be surprised when you look around and it's gone because you didn't tell it where to go, so it just went wherever. Don't run out on a shopping spree the moment you get paid thinking you got money when you really don't. That's how I used to live most of my 20s. The moment that money hit the bank, I was like, Target, Amazon. I was like, take my money that I don't really have. And then I'd be wondering why I had no money left over for bills later. So after a few overdrafts, I realized that I really needed a budget. You've got to have a vision or a reason for why you're going to set your budget and stick to it. For us, our immediate goal is to become debt-free before my birthday, June 26th. And I would also love to have 1,000 subscribers by then because that would be like the best birthday present ever. For the long term, our goal is to retire early. So any extra money, especially once we become debt-free, that's all gonna go towards investments. Having that crystal clear vision for what you want your financial future to be like, it really can help you to curb your spending, to curb impulse buying, because you are gonna do what you need to do to stay on track for that. Now, when I'm on the Amazon site, I'm thinking, do I really need this thing, or could I put that money that I would spend on that thing into Amazon stock? And 9 times out of 10, I'm buying more stock. Next tip, set aside some money for your cravings. Don't let yourself feel deprived. It's kind of like a restrictive diet. If you deprive yourself 24/7 of all your favorite foods, at some point you're probably gonna crack and then just like binge, right? And just eat everything. It's okay if you wanna eat out here and there. It's okay if you wanna buy some clothes here and there, but set aside money ahead of time for that and stay within that budget. So another tip that really helped me was unsubscribing from store emails. So I used to get emails from everywhere. H&M, Amazon, Target, all those places, you know, because they be having the deals, right? They be emailing you those deals, but you didn't want that thing until you saw there was a deal for it. Then suddenly you needed to have it because it's on sale now, right?
Story of my life.
It used to be 1,000, but now it's 500. Oh man, I'm getting such a good deal. No, you get a good deal and you save money by not buying it in the first place. It's different though if it's something you really need and you kind of are able to just sit on it until a good deal comes along.
That's different than like you didn't even need it. You was just browsing your emails and you saw there was a deal and you were like, I need to take advantage of that deal. Take my money, take it, but at least it's a little less than it would have been.
The next tip I have for you is to ask yourself, do I want this or do I need this? When I first started embracing minimalism, that question of want versus need, that's what came to the forefront of my mind whenever I was debating whether to open up my wallet to buy something. I now tend to hold out as long as I can before buying something new. And sometimes I even change my mind and take it off the list altogether. Next tip, don't go in a store just to look around. If you don't have a list or anything, you are just asking to be broke. That was me. I would go into Target. I would be like, you know what? I'm just gonna browse a little bit, use this time to relax, you know, treat myself to a little thing or two at Target. Then I'll be walking out $100 poorer.
And then I'm sad because I got less money. Then I'm gonna go to Target again and spend more money to make myself feel better.
It was like an endless cycle. There's lots of things you can do besides go inside Target or besides retail therapy. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, we're like,
the things are gonna make me feel better.
Side note, a couple years ago, Target noticed that I hadn't used their red card in like 6 months.
Which was like a big deal for me because I used to use it like every week.
And so they wrote me and they were like, are you okay? We can send you a replacement if you lost your card. And I was so honored. I was like, wow. I guess they would miss me because I was literally their best customer. Another side note, never go into Costco without a list and peripheral vision blockers. Stay true to the course. Don't look left, don't look right. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Next tip, hide your shopping apps on your phone and don't open the app unless you actually really have determined that you really need something. For me, I had to take my Amazon app off of my home screen a while ago because I would just randomly open my phone and be bored and be like, oh, what's the lightning deal for today that I don't need? The good thing about Amazon though is that they recently changed their icon to a brown box, but I don't know if they realize it's really visually less appealing. At least for me, it's not bright, it's not like contrasty, it's just a brown box. And half the time when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. So then I just forget about it and I don't buy as much. So thank you, Amazon. Although as soon as they hear this, they might change their icon again. Let's see what happens. The main thing that I've taken to heart on my personal finance journey is that you aren't actually buying things with money. You're buying them with your time. So for instance, if I buy a $100 shirt and I make $20 an hour or whatever, that's 5 hours of my life that went towards working for that shirt. And the question is that what I really want to be spending my time on? Because that 5 hours could have been used for something else, right? This especially hit hard for me when I first got married and I went to California with my new husband and I didn't really cook yet. So we would always go get some $10 all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue, which is not bad, right? That's a really good price. But the problem was in 1 month,
We went 20 times.
that's $400. I basically ate $400 and I have like nothing to show for it except maybe high blood pressure. It's important to note that my financial mindset and habits did not change overnight. In the description below, I'll link a few books that have gotten me to the point I'm at today. Looking back, I wish I had more guidance when it comes to money, but I think the important thing is that we start where we are, and then by knowing better, we can do better, and then we can be better. If you felt this content was useful, I hope you will consider liking and subscribing so the algorithm can share this with more people of like mind. Here's to simple and intentional living. I'll see you next time. Bye.